It's the Ennis Brothers, PTCGO. What's going on, y'all? Here we are with another unique deck idea that I've been toying around with. This one is a lot of fun. Doing the best I can to make it consistent, and it's proven to be difficult, but it's just a lot of fun. Check this out. Okay, it's all about our homie Lucario. Evolves from Riolu, Roaring Resolve ability, search your deck for a fighting energy, put it on this bad boy, slap down 2 damage counters, which who cares? That price, might as well say put 0 damage counters, because we're talking about a Pokemon with 120 HP anyways. It doesn't even come into play. Let's keep it real. So awesome ability. Aura Spear Volley. Wow, what a name for an attack. So if you're doing a manual attachment, use Roaring Resolve and Aura Spear Volley, Jesus. It says discard all fighting energy and you'll be doing 130 damage basically, right? 60 damage per energy discarded, okay? Now imagine this scenario where this Pokemon doesn't get knocked out. And instead we got like Miltank in the active, which if you sneak peek, spoiler alert, there's a lot of Miltank in this deck. Let's just say Miltank gets knocked out or they boss up the Crobat. Okay, that's fine. So then by next turn we have 2 more energies we'll be able to put on with a manual attachment and a Roaring Resolve. Now all of a sudden your Aura Sphere Volley is doing 250. And guess what? If you also Raihan that turn, bam, now it's doing 310. And if you have a Choice Belt, now it's doing 340. So what I'm saying is don't sleep on this card. All it takes is your opponent not being able to do anything about it for 1 turn. And man, you can build this thing up into a beast potentially. There's a lot of potential with it. And that's why we play it with our buddy Miltank. Miltank is a good attacker, especially we're not doing Averys or anything, so your opponent is going to fill up his bench and a route attack can be very effective. But that Miracle Body is what it's all about, you know? Being a Pokemon that can just sit there and be a distraction and not get hit. So these 2 combined are actually a pretty darn good combo. And then we play Crobat. Now, am I worried that this thing's going to get bossed up? Of course. But if you're hitting the Crobat, then my other scenario that we just talked about comes into play. And all of a sudden, you're sleeping on Lucario. And we can easily build up to the 280 damage on that thing. Man, it's just that Lucario, it's nice, man. So actually, I'm fine. Crobat is going to help us set up and get going in the early game, particularly. And sure, if my opponent wants to boss him up, go ahead. Greninja, you know what Greninja does. Probably the most popular damn Pokemon around. And you just see it in every damn deck. It makes me sick. But of course, I'm using it. So, you know. Do what you gotta do, right? 3 level balls, 3 quick balls, 3 Evo Incense, Gutsy Pickaxe, really important card for this deck. You know, I play a ton of fighting energy, so there's actually pretty good odds that one of these is going to hit per game. I usually hit 1 per game, and that 1 can be the difference maker. That can be the extra 60 damage you need to knock out a Palkia V-Star or something, you know? So this is pretty dope. And did I mention we are hitting Arceus for weakness, so gotta love it. Raihan, we got a couple in this deck in order to do what I was stating earlier. I also play a Clara. I'm kind of thinking about getting rid of the Clara and just turning it into a Raihan or another boss. But, you know, still toying around. Marnie and Bruno is our only real source of draw besides the Greninja and the Crobat. It's just barely enough on most games. And then we have 3 Choice Belts, 2 Air Balloons, which we want to pop one of those bad boys on the Miltank typically. 17 energies. Let's see if we can get a win. I'm excited about this one. Let's go. Silverlight with some extra eyes. And yes, I think this is the type of deck that we go first on. But I only play 9 basics, so I mean you're gonna have a couple games where this is gonna happen. No basics. At least we didn't really give our opponent much in terms of what we're up to and what we're doing. This is a pretty crappy opening hand, to be honest with you. This is crap. We need something on the bench. Damn, and it's an Arceus build too. I would have loved to have something else going on. Man, let's do this. And I think we're just going to hold our hand. Eevee. So what is this going to be? This is going to be the Arceus Gyarados Jolteon deck. Okay, there will be no opening turn attack, and they're thinking about putting out Eevee. Very interesting. Okay, we're probably just gonna have to Bruno, and I can't risk not attacking. So we're just gonna go for it. Cool thing is, he can't do anything to us right now. Let's go. Let's get, what, 50? 60? 60 damage! Hot damn. And if our opponent is not careful, we're gonna knock him out next turn. So let's see. Probably he's gonna get the Gyarados. What does this deck have that can even compete with us? That's the question I have, because I really don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't think they have another basic attacker. So this just might be like an auto win matchup because of the presence of Miltank, but I'm just not sure yet. Arceus V-Star. Okay, so probably gonna boss up or escape rope to the Riolu. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And I don't play Stadium. By the way, did I mention I don't play Stadiums in this deck? I just don't have enough room for everything. Okay, this Marnie might turn out good for us. We had the Bruno anyways. Okay, we got another Marnie to work with. That's cool. What is this deck? What the heck is this? What's the Meowth doing? I'm super confused, guys. Is this like a Greninja V-Union or something? I have no clue. Okay, he got his 2 cards. Discard. It is Greninja V-Union. Okay. I'm not... Oh, and it's actually... He's got none of them out. So... We're probably going to be able to knock out, yeah, as long as we can actually get the Lucario, then we have a guaranteed knockout, and this game is probably over before it even started. Come on, give me that Evo Incense, baby! We didn't get it, but we do have the Crobat. Alright. Play the Crobat, we get 2 cards. This is a tough call. Okay, cool. Perfect, perfect. Boy, I had to roll a dice on that, but maybe it'll pay off. 3 cards. Give me a Lucario, baby, and it's game over. Jesus. Well, it ain't game over, y'all. Damn, this pisses me off because we're very, very close to just ending this game. What does this attack do? 30 damage. Well, damn. Okay, it is what it is. Trout does 80. So look at our game plan that we talked about before this matchup. I mean, it's working to perfection right now. And if I am this guy. 2 Greninja pieces in there. It might be time to just retreat. No, he's going to charge up the other Arceus, which is fine. Does he have more pieces in here is the question. did not. So wait a minute, he purposely got rid of the other Arceus? Jolteon doesn't scare us at all. If we don't get an Evolution Incense or Lucario, there's something wrong with this game. I love how he went in and set up his Jolteon even though it absolutely doesn't matter. Well, it's up to us. We can't mess around any longer. The Marnie has to produce for us. We got to knock out Arceus this turn. That's all there is to it. And so he's going to his backup plan. He'd love to charge up the V Unions. Personally, I don't think his build is very good. And let's see here. Now wait a minute, why can't we, am I missing something here, y'all? Why can't we utilize Greninja's power? Something weird's going on. There's no path to the peak out. What the hell is this? So some sort of weird glitch is going on, which unfortunately is pretty messed up, because that is really unfortunate. What the heck? Well, it's not going to matter this time around. Let's do a gutsy pickaxe. We get it. It's going on the Riolu. And let's go get ourselves a knockout. We have an Evo Incense for next turn, or we'll do it right now. Our opponent should probably just scoop at this point. Check this out. We're going to have a big boy attack ready the next turn. And yeah, I mean, that's it. There's no point in doing another one, so... I'll be honest, I am really perturbed by the fact that this Radiant Greninja did not work. That was pretty damn unfair if you ask me. And terrific draw on the prize, a Marnie and an Energy. Wow. Here comes the research. And the more I think about it, I do think it probably makes sense to take out the Clara that we had and just put the Raihan in. So he can do an attack for 90 damage if he so pleases. We will be knocking him out this turn. Not gonna matter much. Just to flex a little bit more. Let's see, we're gonna do this. Okay, we have 8 left in deck. Assuming we're getting knocked out this next turn. 6 left. So this Marnie should set us up with some good cards for the upcoming turns. I bet we don't even get an Energy. Oh, we got 3. Hilarious. Don't really need that. But the Bruno is a great pull for next turn. Let's go get that knockout. And you know what I should have done is put the choice belt on this Lucario. Spread the love a little bit. Didn't even really think about it. Because he could easily just boss this up and then I'm left with Lucario that doesn't have much going on. Yeah, and I think we're definitely going to put the Raihan in, because just the Raihan is so valuable in this deck. It just allows us to really get some big time damage output. And are we going to see a V Union? We might. You never know. Haven't seen the air balloon this game, have we? Still doesn't have the V Union out. Another energy recycler? Is that for real? Or did he just not use the first one that I saw? Wow. This is a classic example of a deck that's got a little bit too much going on. He probably still would have been successful. Let's see here. Woof. All right. I take that back. That thing could completely just end us. What I really need is a boss. Let's see, because look at this attack. This is ridiculous. Waterfall Bind. During your opponent's turn, can't treat. You may have your opponent reveal their hand. Can't be poisoned. This attack does 100 damage to each of your opponent's benched Pokemon. Holy moly. Okay, so Lucario, you're going to have to put in some work here, bro. And he did not knock us out. How many energy was that attack? Oh, sorry. Wow. So he's already got the energy to do that big boy attack. Yikes. Okay, so we need to... We're going to do a Bruno this turn. And we're going to level ball for just nothing, because as it turns out, because he got that up, we're at a point where we could get our asses beat. So we need the Raihan or the boss. The boss is going to be the most valuable thing right now. Keep in mind we have the Radiant Greninja, which for some reason now is working, which pisses me off. But here's the Bruno. And that did not work for us. We need the boss. Crazy, but we might lose this game. That's what it's looking like right now, y'all. If we can get the boss off these prizes, because I don't know if I've seen it yet. Here we are, we have dominated this game, and it's probably not going to matter. He's going to use the Twister Shuriken because that's the only thing that makes sense. Feel the way. Oh, he looked at my hand. He's looking at it. He's not impressed. It's like, this ain't shit. Yeah, so I had the Lucario built up, ready to knock this dude out. Like, honestly, we were gonna take him out. But that's not gonna fly now. So if he uses the Twister Shuriken again, I'm running low on energy too at 13. Oi, oi, oi. He has to take out the Lucario. And we're going to have enough to do a 2-hit KO on him, so that means he's going to have to knock this guy out. So we'll save the Evo Incense for next turn. We can do 130 next turn without a choice belt. We're going to do, what is this, 160 right now. So we still need to come across the Raihan or the boss, bottom line. One left in deck. Okay, so we have one left in deck. We have 1 in hand, which means we don't have enough to use the Greninja. We're gonna wait till next turn. And we're gonna get rid of this. In case a Marnie comes, we're not going to use the incense this turn. But man, do we need that boss. This game just became very interesting. So he's going to have to use this attack. He's going to have to use the waterfall bind. There's no way around it. What an interesting finish here. So remember, at this point, right hand or boss wins game. As long as he doesn't mess with my hand right here. I kind of would almost welcome the Marnie. So he's looking at what I got. So he knows I have access to Lucario next turn. And he knows I have an energy. So he knows the odds are I'll be able to attack. But he also knows I don't have a choice belt. So I'm 10 HP short without the choice belt. There it is. And we got the right hand. You! What you know about that? I know all about that. And, you know, let's just get the choice belt for the hell of it. Oh, we don't have the choice belt? That's okay. We're not going to get the Lucario because we're going to search it out. Is there anything that even matters at all? We're going to search out an energy so we don't get that. There's nothing that matters, so sure, let's just get this. Cool. I mean, we were due. We were due, but as you can see now, I've been talking about it all game, putting the extra right hand in, and that's why. And this is going to get us the win. Oh man, way closer in the end than it should have been, but it is what it is. That went from what looked like it was going to be an easy win to something else completely. We took a bunch of prizes. What did we take? Like 8 prizes? We took 8 prizes with a Miltank Baby Lucario. Dope. See, I'm telling you, this was a fun build. And that's what I'm liking most about it so far. Look at that. 1,450 damage in 1 game. While the stream is going, Uncle Scotty criticizes me of this, but we're going to switch up the Clara into the right hand right now. Let's not even mess around. Because I just, you know, clearly it's a difference maker. Let's switch it out. Clara's cool, but it's just not necessarily like, you don't have to have it. I want one more boss, but I don't know what to do about that yet. So that'll be the next change, probably. So you can see how boss would have helped us in that game too. But let's get one more hopeful victory in right here. But I'm loving how you can, on a right hand turn, you can put 3 energy on. That's a badass turn, right? And you can, let's just imagine you have multiple Lucarios out. You could be playing the Lucky Pickaxe. I mean, before you know it, across the board, you can be putting on 4 or 5 energy in a turn. It can happen. So, I'll tell you what though, we don't really have much of a fighting chance against something like a Lunatone deck. It's just too fast for us. So okay, we're looking good. So here we go. We got a Marnie for turn 2. We got Lucario. I mean, I'm fine with this. I'd rather have more basics down. That's another thing. You can't fit everything you want in a deck, but ideally we would have... Oh wow, okay, that's game over. I guess we'll just end this one and move on to the next one. Well, okay there. Yeah, I love Raihan in this deck. Raihan means that you're going to be able to attack next turn no matter what. And as we know, that can be extremely important. What did we get? A couple tickets? Yeah. We might play this one in a tournament later. The only thing is just there's so much Lunatone out there that I hate being disappointed when you're going to these tournaments where Lunatone's going to be. Because Lunatone can't win a big tournament. It's not good enough. But it is good enough to demolish 90% of decks. It just can't beat the best stuff. Arceus Inteleon or your Palkia Inteleon. So, or Mew VMAX even. Doesn't usually beat those decks. We lose the coin flip. And we definitely like going first in this deck. But this ain't bad. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Okay. Ooh, don't like it, don't like it. Except they do have a weakness to us. So we do like that. Not sure if Jolteon has what it takes to deal with Miltank. Damn, I was hoping we'd have an energy right there. Oh man, I am not liking this. This game could be over very quickly here. Do we have Greninja in hand? We don't. Greninja is prized. We will not be utilizing that. Crobat don't think makes sense. I think we're going Miltank. Cool thing is, I put an energy on Miltank, 1 energy in hand, which means any one of the 3 that we have up there can attack next turn, which is dope. Okay, Miltank can do 50 right now. If he puts another Pokemon down, then we can knock out the Sobble, which is exactly what we want to do. This is going to be an interesting one. We got him on the weakness, and we got him on the Miltank. I doubt he plays water energy, so he won't be able to attack the Miltank. So the VMAX is a pretty devastating attack, 100 to the active, 100 to the bench. If that comes out, I mean, it's just a Miltank game at that point. And he's going to have to prove whether he can do anything about it. Marnie, ugh, kind of sucks for us. It does and it doesn't. I mean, we'll probably get a supporter off of this, which means no matter what, we should be able to do something. And he just gives it to us. I mean, I think this was a matchup that we were destined to win anyways. Some decks just don't have a realistic game plan against Miltank, and shame on you for building a deck that isn't ready for Miltank. Like, it's gonna be there in Worlds, y'all. People are gonna slip that thing into a deck. You may not see 4 of them like you've seen in my build, but yeah, it's gonna be played. All right, let's get one more in. I want to get one more real game. We've gotten a bunch of wins here, but they've been pretty cheap outside of the That Greninja v Union victory. And we're gonna go tails. We learned our lesson. Yep, there we go. Give me a Riolu and a Miltank, please. And an air balloon. Ooh, got the air balloon. Weren't even close. 1 out of 3. Let's see here. And we're giving him an extra card, which I hate doing. Well, that's happened a couple times already for us. Ooh, that's not bad. We're going first. Thanks. Hilarious. Oh man, that's hella funny. Well, I'm really happy we're going first, but we need our opponent to put down a couple Pokemon on the bench there. Otherwise, going first isn't going to give us any advantage whatsoever. I'm really surprised to see this, by the way. We do not have any sort of advantage in this matchup. Nothing. Wow. I can see why you would play Energy Recycler in this build. Oh wow, we're gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. So that's the thing. He probably, if he really wanted to win, he should have slow played this one, because he just screwed up big time. Now we're gonna, because we're gonna alternate prizes the entire game, so this is pretty much it's game over. And that's what I'm gonna do right now. We're just gonna get going. I mean, the cool thing is, against the single prize deck, remember I said earlier that we can't beat Lunatone because Lunatone attacks turn 1. And we can't make that up because it's just going to keep hitting us. I mean, we're even weak against it. So there's just nothing we can do. I could play the Miltank, but I just think it's an easy target. I guess it's a body in case we need it, but we want to get the Lucarios out if we can. Marnie, this guy. Choice Belt's not going to matter in this game. Route for the knockout. I really wish we had played against the Palkia deck. But sometimes the algorithm doesn't give these rogue decks, these single prize rogue decks, any respect. And I really, thus far, Lucario and Miltank has been a good combo. It's been holding up. So, give us the respect we are due. Ooh, look at that. I believe that is what the build box one. Oh, yeah, excuse me. He's got the barrel in play. That's fantastic. Considered building it like that for myself, but I just don't think it's necessary. It's a little bit more aggressive than what I'm going for. I'm going for a more slow and steady approach. Here we got Uncle Scotty's watching this. Uncle Ray just came through with a text message. World. Alright, we're gonna have to follow up with that later, y'all. And what's he gonna boss up? My Lucario? Actually, that's a great move. Honestly. because I can only do 90 with the Miltank, right? But the moment that he powers himself up, you know what I mean? So it's dead weight sitting on the bench. Interesting. Let's see here. We gonna do this, and look at this. So we still have 3 Lucario in there, which means we have 1 Riolu prized. So keep that in mind. We do have the Greninja. I don't think we're gonna play those cards yet. And in fact, playing Crobat is probably not going to be beneficial to us in this game. We did not play the energy, did we? Think we're gonna wait. The odds are 8 cards. Yeah, we're gonna get an energy. See what I'm saying? Look at those odds, baby. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Okay, so that's 9 cards in a row, no energy. That's 10 cards in a row, no energy. Hot damn. What? You know what, y'all? I don't even know what to say about that. I mean, that shouldn't happen in a deck that has a ton of energy. I still got 13 energy in the deck, guys. 12, excuse me. More than a third of my deck remaining. And I think, didn't we say there wasn't any more Riolu? No. So, I'm curious to see how he plays this. Because this did just make things interesting. Bossing up my Lucario, I didn't foresee that one happening. And it was a good move. He's just going to have to let this one get knocked out, I think. But if he can't switch it, then we're still up on the prizes. So, I mean, that means his boss didn't really do anything. Yeah, so we're looking good. He's down to 19 cards. Well, this will put him back to 21. What's he going to go for? The boss? Boss in the right hand. So as long as we stay up on the prize trade, we're good. This time we'll Bruno again. Look at all these cards he's got. Jesus. Hilarious. You know what? I dig it, bro. I dig it. So goodbye Miltank, but the right hand is here, so that's fine. We're gonna just activate. We'll put another energy on the Miltank. This is going to be a turn where, because of all the Lucarios in play, we should be able to put 4 energy in play. He's losing all his attackers, or we have more attackers than him. We'll right hand and get another energy in hand, and then we'll do the Lucarios. Okay, yeah, we're good. Oh, look at that. This will get us the knockout. And we'll go with this. Another thing you could argue that this deck needs is a mana fee against spread decks. As we saw in the first game, we were pretty susceptible to the spread decks. Is what it is. We're gonna hold the Miltank, there's no rush. And we'll take the knockout. And steady as she goes, right? So this is the difference between our two builds. He does not have enough attackers, unless he's going to play a Clara or... oh, I guess he already did. What did he play? He played Ordinary Rod twice. Okay, so I mean, I guess that's fine too. But look at the difference in versatility. You know, it doesn't matter in this particular game, but the Miltank is way better versatility. And hopefully we can pull Riolu from the prizes, so I don't have to even worry about Miltank, but I guess it doesn't matter. You know what? It doesn't matter, because we got the Raihan in hand, so we're good to go for the rest of the game. He doesn't have anything that can spread attack, so we're good. Definitely want to attack. I don't want to play around like I did last time with the Miltank, where our opponent basically knocked himself out, which is cool. I'm down with that, but it's not really necessary. Let's see here. Damage. I want to play the Raihan, but I really wish I had something else to play it on. We need to get that Riolu. What is this going to do for me? Because the Miltank... Oh, we can Raihan and we'll get the boss. That's fine. We'll Raihan to the Miltank, grab the boss. We're going to knock out a Mew next turn. Bam, look at that. Problem solved. Good to go. Check to see how many. This is the only problem when we have single prize versus single prize. It's a knockout every single turn. He's going to hit us with the Lucario. We're going to hit him with the Miltank, and then we're going to finish the job with another Lucario. '60s and '70s, okay. I mean, his deck works, but look, because of what he's doing, he's never able to get more than 2 energy on at a time. And guess what? You got to be able to hit hard against the V decks, which we're still able to accomplish that. So that's the big difference here. What's he gonna do? I kind of want him to just concede. This video has been really successful. I'll say that much. We're gonna let him play it out, but it's a foregone conclusion at this point unless he can bust out something really unique. We got ahead in the prize trade early on and never looked back. So we would have the advantage over Regigigas naturally as well. Play one on Lucario, and we're ready to go for next turn. Take the route for 90. And we're going to give our guy well played. Ooh, he plays a stadium. And as you know, I don't play any stadiums in this build. I mean, what stadium is going to just help me that much? And what stadium hurts me. There's just not a whole lot. You know, there's just not a lot out there that's going to vastly impact this game. So I think we're okay. The only problem is, yes, there are things that can benefit my opponent, which sucks, but it is what it is. I almost wonder if there is something better to play than the Greninja. Maybe the Hawlucha is a better choice here, just against the Ice Rider matchup, or for the Mew matchup, maybe. Hard to say. Not really sure what he's doing here. There's absolutely no way he can win, so yeah. Cool thing is we are going to be able to do a huge attack with Lucario to end the game. We'll be doing 300 damage. Yeah, maybe I do play the Hawlucha. I don't know. It's hard to say. We're going to do the ability just so we can go out in style and demonstrate one of these big attacks here. 310 damage. See, we couldn't knock out the Mew in this scenario, so maybe the Hawlucha is better. I don't know. Well, with that said, y'all, this has been the Ennis Brothers PTCGO. Good night, y'all.